At the ocean's surface, life feels familiar. Fish move like birds. Light bends softly through water. But this comfort is an illusion, because beneath us lies a vertical world, a slow descent into pressure, darkness, and time. And with every meter downward, life begins to change. The deep sea is not one place. It is a layered realm. Each layer strips away something essential. First, warmth, then color, then light itself. At 200 meters, sunlight weakens. Shadows stretch longer than bodies. Eyes grow larger. Silvery skins reflect what little light remains. By 1,000 meters, day no longer exists. There is no sunrise here, no sunset, only an endless night. And yet, life persists. Creatures drift with fragile limbs, as if assembled by imagination rather than evolution. Mouths grow wider than faces. Teeth curve inward like traps. Bodies glow faintly, pulsing with cold blue light. These animals are not strange by accident. They are shaped by extreme rules. Rules written by pressure strong enough to crush steel, by hunger that lasts for months, by darkness older than humanity. Down here, survival favors the unexpected. Efficiency replaces beauty. Stillness replaces speed. Energy becomes the rarest currency. Every descent reveals forms that seem less Earth-like, less familiar, less predictable. It forces a question we rarely ask. Is this what evolution looks like when pushed to its limits? The deeper we explore, the less life resembles what we know. Not because it is failing, but because it is adapting perfectly. Because below this first layer, the ocean becomes something else entirely. Something quieter, colder, and far more alien. As we descend further, pressure builds invisibly. Every 10 meters adds the weight of another atmosphere. At 1,000 meters, the pressure is unbearable to humans. But to deep-sea life, this crushing force is normal. Bones become soft, muscles thin and gelatinous. Rigid structures disappear, replaced by flexibility. Because in the deep, stiffness means death. Food is scarce here. Nothing grows. No plants. No algae. Only fragments drifting down from the surface. Marine snow. Dead plankton. Falling waste. Fragments of lost worlds. For many creatures, a single meal must last weeks. Sometimes months. So bodies change. Stomachs stretch beyond reason. Jaws hinge impossibly wide. Some animals can swallow prey larger than themselves. Because opportunity cannot be wasted. Movement becomes deliberate. Slow. Precise. Speed costs energy. Energy is life. Many creatures abandon pursuit altogether. Instead, they wait. Anglerfish drift in darkness, dangling a living light above their mouths. Shrimp release sudden flashes to confuse predators. Jellyfish pulse gently, conserving every calorie. Eyes adapt too. Some grow enormous, collecting the faintest glow. Others vanish completely. When light disappears, vision becomes optional. Instead, senses we barely understand take over. Pressure detection, vibration awareness, chemical trails in the water. Life becomes less about seeing, and more about sensing existence itself. With each meter downward, evolution removes what is unnecessary. It keeps only what works. And what works here looks strange to us. But this strangeness is not chaos. It is precision under extreme limits. Below us lies a zone even harsher, where pressure peaks, where food nearly vanishes, a place once believed lifeless. At 4,000 meters, we enter the abyss, the abyssal zone. Here, the ocean floor stretches endlessly. Flat, silent, frozen in time. Temperatures hover just above freezing. Pressure exceeds 400 times that of the surface. And yet, life remains. But it becomes quieter, subtler. Animals here are masters of patience. Sea cucumbers crawl slowly across sediment, digesting whatever organic dust they can find. Brittle stars spread delicate arms like living antennas. Everything moves with intention. Nothing is wasted. Then, unexpectedly, the rules break. From cracks in the seafloor, heat erupts. Hydrothermal vents. Boiling water rich with minerals pours into freezing darkness. And around these vents, life explodes. Not fueled by sunlight, but by chemistry. Bacteria convert toxic compounds into energy. Worms, clams, and crabs form entire ecosystems around them, independent of the surface world. Here, evolution rewrites its own instructions. Creatures grow massive, sustained by invisible reactions instead of light. Blood turns white. Bodies lack mouths entirely. This is life untethered from the sun, a reminder that biology does not need comfort, only opportunity, and still, deeper realms await. Beneath the abyss lies the Hadal Zone, named after Hades. Ocean trenches descending deeper than mountains rise. Pressure here is almost unimaginable, yet cameras reveal fish swimming calmly, as if physics itself bends for them. Their cells contain special molecules, protecting proteins from collapsing. Their bodies exist where theory once said they could not. If life can thrive here, what does that say about its limits? And what else remains unseen? Pressed against the deepest walls of our planet, in the deepest trenches, strangeness reaches its peak. Animals here appear unfinished, transparent, ghost-like. Their skin is thin, almost dissolving into water. Pigment is pointless. Camouflage means nothing. Some fish lack scales entirely. Others lack bones strong enough to stand on land. But they were never meant to. Down here, the ocean itself supports everything. Many creatures grow enormous sensory organs. Long antennae, extended fins, structures that feel rather than see. Communication becomes subtle. Bioluminescent flashes blink in coded rhythms. Signals meant only for those who understand. Every light is intentional. Every glow is expensive. Predators and prey blur together. Some animals hunt, others scavenge. Many do both. Death is not sudden here. It is slow. Bodies sink gently and become entire ecosystems. A single whale fall can sustain life for decades. Time stretches. Growth slows. Reproduction becomes rare. Some species may live for centuries. Evolution itself decelerates. These creatures are not racing toward perfection. They are settling into balance. And yet, despite decades of exploration, we have seen only fragments. Every expedition finds something unexpected. A new species, a new body plan, a new way to survive. The deeper we go, the more the ocean refuses to feel familiar. It feels ancient, patient, as if it has been waiting for us to arrive, just long enough to remind us how little we know. But perhaps the most unsettling thought is this. If life adapts so radically here, what forms might exist beyond Earth? The deep sea is often called alien, not because it is strange, but because it challenges our assumptions. Here, evolution is stripped of comfort, of abundance, of light, and still it thrives. The rules shaping deep-sea creatures are the same rules that shape life everywhere. Energy, pressure, time. This makes the deep ocean a living laboratory, a place that mirrors conditions on distant worlds. Europa, Enceladus, oceans hidden beneath ice. If life exists there, it may resemble what we find here. Soft-bodied, slow-moving, chemical-powered, not dramatic, not monstrous, just adapted. Studying these creatures teaches us humility. They are not failures of design. They are solutions. Solutions to problems we rarely face. And yet, our exploration is still limited. Less than 5% of the deep sea has been observed. Most of it remains uncharted. Each descent brings new questions, new mysteries. Why do some creatures glow while others remain dark? How do they find mates in endless night? What evolutionary paths have we not yet imagined? Technology allows us to see more each year, but the ocean remains ahead of us. Silent, observant. We are visitors here, and perhaps that is why the deep sea unsettles us. It reminds us that intelligence is not dominance. Familiarity is not universality. Life does not owe us beauty, or comfort, or recognition. It only owes itself continuation, and it will find a way. As we ascend back toward the surface, the strange slowly fades. Colors return, shapes sharpen. Life feels understandable again, but the memory remains. Deep-sea creatures are not anomalies. They are evidence. Evidence that life reshapes itself endlessly, quietly, without permission. The deeper we explore, the more we realize evolution has no preference for familiarity, only for survival. And survival, under extreme conditions, produces forms that challenge our imagination. There are still trenches unexplored, vents undiscovered, species unseen. Some may vanish before we ever know they existed. The deep sea does not announce its secrets. It reveals them slowly, to those willing to descend. Every strange creature is a message, a reminder that Earth is larger than our experience of it. And perhaps, that life elsewhere may not look like us at all. So the question remains, are deep-sea creatures strange, or are they simply honest expressions of what life becomes when pushed beyond comfort? And if this is what thrives beneath our own oceans, what might be waiting in the dark waters of other worlds?